Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me today. As you can see, I am joining you from an UNRWA warehouse in Amman, Jordan, which really speaks for itself. Everything around me is aid that is supposed to be in the Gaza Strip right now. It is really a stark reality from the warehouses that we have in Gaza. Even just this morning, I was looking at footage from colleagues. Everything's empty. The warehouses, the distribution centers, they've been empty for weeks. So around and behind me, it's just full of supplies. There's more food here for 200,000 people for an entire month. There's medicines to keep all of UNRWA's 9 health centers functioning and 38 medical points functioning. That's enough medical care for 1.6 million people. There's hygiene kits, enough here for 200,000 families, blankets for 200,000 families, and learning supplies for 375,000 children. This is just the supplies that are around me here. We have supplies in other areas as well, like Egypt. The situation is absurd. It's appalling, and to be quite frank, it's unforgivable. All of these supplies that are around me are literally 3 hours away from the Gaza Strip. They could be there this afternoon. Meanwhile, we continue to see these horrific images of malnourished children. We continue to hear the absolute worst living conditions our colleagues could even imagine facing. Every single basic supply, the basic necessity that a human should have, they are deprived of right now as we speak. The international community and the United Nations have been very clear. These supplies need to be in Gaza now. There is absolutely no time to waste. It has been 11 weeks of siege on the Gaza Strip. It's a deficit. Anything we provide now is trying to undo damage that's already done. For many, it is too late. But let's have this right. The supplies that I'm talking about and the ongoing starvation, this is only one part of the horror that we're seeing every day. There are indiscriminate strikes. Yesterday, we had 2 UNRWA teachers who were killed, and UNRWA school turned shelter in Nusayrat. Initial reports say 7 people were killed, including children. This is one of many attacks on UNRWA facilities that we've had in recent days and weeks. My colleague, my friend Hussein, he's been telling me the last day how he's just buried the remainder of his family. This is aunts, uncles, children's. In a strike in Jabalia, and he has spent the last few days trying to dig these child relatives out of the rubble. 2, he tells me, a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old, they still cannot reach. It is appalling. My friend and colleague Raja, she witnessed a very young boy killed in a strike before her eyes. And when I spoke to her, she just said, I cannot take this anymore. She had nothing else to say. She cannot take this anymore. I don't think anybody in the Gaza Strip can take this anymore. Yesterday in Khan Yunis, another large-scale displacement order was issued. This area now covering 23% of the entire Gaza Strip. Where are people going to go? We have been saying this for 19 months. These people are trapped. There is no way out of the Gaza Strip. There are no supplies for them. They're being starved. They're being bombed on a daily basis. How much more does the world need to see before there's action? What else can we possibly say at this point? I really have nothing more. 19 months of talking about these horrors day in and day out. The situation is appalling. It's horrendous. And that's over from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Louise, which we would like really to send our condolences to the families of your staff, of your colleagues who have been killed. And unfortunately, as we know, this has brought, this very grim milestone of 300 staff members killed in Gaza, which is, of course, atrocious. And the Secretary General said it at his last press conference in Iraq. Nothing justifies the atrocious October 7 terror attacks by Hamas, but nothing justifies the collective punishment of the Palestinian people, which has to cease. We need a permanent ceasefire, the unconditional release of all hostages, the free flow of humanitarian aid, and irreversible action towards a 2-state solution.